Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. It is Wednesday, so happy Wednesday, middle of the week, and we've got a viewer submission deck. So, Anthony, big thanks for sharing this with us. This one is very different. It's a little off the beaten path, but when you actually look at what you have done with this deck, like it makes so much sense. So, real quick, what we're going to be playing is a deck that features Into the Darkness Below. So, again, you guys know it's going to be about fiends. Second off, when you think fiends and you think Bakura, you ought be thinking about the Dark Necrofear. One of my favorite cards from the past, originally from like Labyrinth of Nightmare. Really sweet card. So the way that this skill works is you activate this during the main phase. When once per turn, you can discard one normal fiend to use one of the following effects. The first one will be to draw a card and flip the skill over. And the second is if you have 4 or more fiend normal monsters with different names in the graveyard, then you get to add one monster from your deck to the hand, and then again, flip the card over. So then again, you'll flip this over when you go to activate it, so then you activate it, and you pitch your fiend. You keep doing. So either we get to redraw one every turn, which again, explains why your deck is 25 cards, or we get to tutor one specific, which is great. And again, that's why we want Dark Necrofear. So real quick, we're going to go through your deck. And let's list out all the fiends first, and then we'll go through the support options after. So real quick, the fiends that we use are all single copy. So we do want, there it goes, one Arcfiend Soldier. You got one Earthbound Spirit, one Gilgarth, one Lojin, one Opticlops, and one Zure. So you have 6 targets for this, which again, is fair. I might add one more, just in case you draw a couple during the opening portion of the game. It's just a good idea. That said, these should always be discarded or used for the rest of the deck. And I like it that you got 5 really good offensive options, 4 of which are all 1800, one that's a 19, and then of course you have your nice defensive option with the 2K defense. So good stuff going. Next up, we are going to talk about the 2 Dark Necrofears. And again, this allows for an amazing bit of control. This is part of the reason why you want to play this deck. So, cannot be normal summoned or said, must be first be special summoned from the hand by banishing 3 fiends in the discard pile. During the end phase, if this is in the graveyard because it was destroyed in your monster zone by an opponent's card, whether it be effect or battle, and sent there this turn, target one face-up monster the opponent controls, equip this card to that target, and while this card is equipped to a monster by its effect, you gain control of it. So, facts are, this thing makes an excellent wall with its 2800 defense. It's not the worst special summon with 2200 offense. And the possession ability is really where it's at, guys. Because, and let's be honest, I mean, you're not going to be possessing Obelisk. He's like the only card in the game, I think at the moment, that cannot be targeted by card effects. And this, of course, would target him. So Obelisk stands strong against it. But you could take any one of the Sacred Beasts that you wanted. You'd be able to take any hero. You'd be able to take, I was about to say Destiny or Evil Heroes, but those are heroes. There is a wide array of things that this, number 1, just blocks through its defense, or 2, just immediately takes over by effect. So again, it's a great card. Next up, we want to play the Masked Beast. So there are a couple of reasons to play the Masked Beast in this. Number 1, it's a fiend. Number 2, we can accelerate how fast we get Dark Necrofear onto the field by accelerating the normal fiend monsters in our discard pile. Keep that energy. You already know what's coming. Next up, you've got to play 2 copies of Senju and 2 copies of Sonic Bird. When these cards are normal summoned, they will add 1 copy of either A ritual monster, or B, a ritual spell from the deck to the hand. This is important for the way that this deck works, since these are generically going to be your actual summons. The Earthbound Spirit is literally a set it and forget it if you have no other move. But generally, you do want to play these, and you are not going to offer these for your ritual if you don't have to. And then last up, we're running a single hand trap in the form of Sphere Karibo. And just right off the rip, since he doesn't count as the entirety of a ritual, I'm almost half tempted to just toss him out of the deck entirely. Maybe just to set him over into the sideboard. Because there are cards that could do the same job as he's doing here. But I get it. We discard him. He's a fiend. He's in the graveyard. He speeds up your Necrofear. It's perfect. I see the synergy. But until I actually playtest, and I have not playtested this as of filming, I get it, but I don't. But it is a good move. It really is. Now, moving into your spells, we do want to have 2 copies of the Advanced Ritual Art. Now, the Advanced Ritual Art is the reason that we, again, have so many normal fiends. Because to create our Masked Beast, this would throw 2 copies of fiends into our discard pile. So technically, on the first turn, you could have this set up to where you're going to do this. You could pitch your card to get a card, end up with your Masked Beast, and then still end up using the Darkness to Below next turn to support him with Dark Necrofear while having a 3,200 point fiend. I love it. I gotta say I love it. Moving up next, we are going to have a single copy of the Book of Moon for obvious reasons. Also a Cosmic Cyclone for obvious reasons. 1 Curse of the Masked Beast, because again, sometimes you just need to just do the summoning. And again, this allows us to utilize whatever we have on hand and field, as opposed from solidly just going from the deck. Next up, 1 copy Foolish Burial. It's from the 2 ofs list. And again, this helps us put that 3rd, 4th fiend in, so that either A, we can use the Into the Darkness Below tutor, or B, we can just go ahead and throw the 3rd so we can get our Necrofear. Fulfillment of the contract is basically premature burial for ritual monsters that have been summoned correctly. When either this or the monster leaves, you banish the monster. Next up, a Night Beam. Obvious reasons. Floodgate Trap Hole, because it's an amazing tech. This, Book of Moon, and Cosmic Cyclone make up your trinity of 3 ofs. And last up is a Michizuri. Again, good trap card. Very unique. And again, since you want to maybe possess something, when the Necrofear goes, you can go ahead, Michi, grab one of their monsters, and then possess the other one. So this is a really good start. This is actually really fun, and I love it. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to try to shorten this down to about 20 cards. I'm going to go ahead and add a side deck and an extra deck, as those were not part of the package. And we're going to see if we can't make this good by tomorrow for you guys. So again, you know that I do a lot of filming ahead. This is filmed ahead. I do have time to play test between then and now. So I will play test this before I film my version. So do rest assured, there will be like a time skip on my side. It'll just look like it's been one day for you guys. So for now, if you guys like this, make sure that you go down in the comments and thank our duelist Anthony for sharing this with us. 2, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the type of content that we provide here. And 3, even if you don't do either of those 2, we do hope that you go out there and you have a wonderful day. Go ahead and do something for yourself today. Make sure that you enjoy it. Don't do something you don't want to do, okay? Unless it's like going and getting a workout. Because I promise, even if you didn't want to do it at the beginning, you're going to be glad that you did by the end of it. So for now, my friends, I want to bid you adieu. I'll see you guys next time. See you later.